Hey, it's us once again. I'm JT. I got my homeboy with me. Say something might be,
What to do?
and that's what he says. Welcome to another quickie episode. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. I took a little trip. Went to see my homeboy LT in the A and the ATL.
Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
My Chiefs were playing the Falcons. And
The who?
the Falcons.
Okay. Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, football. It's football season. They know.
I'm Rob.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they threw a couple of arrows in them dirty birds, I might say. I had, it was a good time by all. I showed my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
You had on
hell
the Chiefs
yeah.
gear?
You
You had on some Chiefs
Oh
gear?
yeah, I had on my Chief stuff, my hat and shirts and everything.
Did you look like me? Did you look brand new?
No, I look like a regular Chiefs fan. I didn't look like I didn't have all the creases in the shirt looking like I just bought it this morning. Just go to the Chiefs game.
You look seasoned.
I look like I've been there before.
Right on.
And so, we got there, and, everybody, I'm sitting around Falcons fans, and I'm like,
We don't see.
I quiet but calm.
Mm.
And my homeboy, he's, very, what's the word should I say? I ain't gonna say excited. Give me a word.
Boisterous.
I would use boisterous.
Okay.
Let me know what time it is and where I was at.
You in my town.
You in my town.
Yeah, and we about to stomp y'all.
Yeah. And, before the game, you had we was represented pretty good down there.
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Really?
And you heard the tomahawk chop
Mm-hmm.
and all that. They don't know they're in the wrong place because Atlanta Braves and all that mess. Funk that. And and so we there, we go back and forth the game, and of course we start scoring probably after a little while, and everybody start getting quiet. I stand up.
That's one way to silence the crowd. Start scoring.
Yes. And then at the very end, I think we got an interception for a 2-point conversion.
Mm.
And I've never seen because they scored a touchdown, and then it seemed like within 2 minutes, I never seen the highest highs.
Go to
And then the lowest lows. Man, my homeboy Barry took their heart. And he from Atlanta. In his hometown. He took their heart and
right on.
stumped on it. Man, I stood up when he was running back. And, because everybody was still standing up because they was still hardy-hardying and all that.
And you see what
I look back behind me, it looked like a mannequin challenge. Everybody like,
can't believe what's going
I'm
on.
the only one moving.
Yeah. And you know what? That would have been fine. I would have fought you.
I
would have fought you.
was talking so much shit. Nigga took off his hat and just...
Let it be known. We in here.
Oh.
Right on.
They was talking so much stuff about Julio, they receiver, and old Matty Ice. Man. So I had a good time in Atlanta. The ATL.
Tell me about the ride home.
Dirty.
Shoot, the ride home from the stadium with your homeboy.
Man, we not even a ride. We walking back. It was so it was like rudeness and uncomfortable at the same time, man. we was walking back to the car, and somebody and the cars coming by. We on the sidewalk, and some lady said, older lady, she probably in about late 60s or 70s or something. She was like, "Who won the game?" And I'm thinking, how you, but okay, you haven't watched the game. Right. And I said, Kansas City a lot and Atlanta little. And my homeboy said, "Why you gonna be disrespectful to that lady?" And
they told us the truth.
Yeah, and then he told then some other lady. She older than us, of course. Another lady on the sidewalk walking. She was like, yeah, Chiefs. And he said, I hope you trip down them stairs. I said, how you gonna tell me that?
Not to be disrespectful.
And then 2 seconds later,
he
you gonna tell this lady? I said, yeah, laws bring out the worst in people.
That's the truth.
But oh yeah, I was he was dismayed. I'll say that. I don't even use that word. I don't know where that came from. He was dismayed.
It's fitting.
Yeah, on the way home, I was loving it.
Right on.
So a good time was had by me. I ain't gonna say all.
Y'all ain't go to no clubs or nothing like that.
We went to like one of his friends, his homegirl birthday party, and it was a sausage fest in there, and so I think it was on like 2 girls in there.
What kind of friend is this?
It seemed like she had a party like for all the dudes she used to date, including my friend. I'm like, this
she
is
ain't got
ridiculous.
no female friends.
She had one homegirl and stuff that was like, in charge of the party, but it was like 90 10 90-10. It wasn't good.
Right on. It
wasn't good at all, but I did what I do, so I was alright.
What?
Drink, had nice little. They had some Crown there, so that was right up my alley. I sipped on that.
Now, I talked about you on my last video where we went to that old champagne party, and you started sipping on that Crown a little bit too fast. And was stuck for about an hour.
I like that hour. I don't remember until they start cheering over. Champagne. Everybody started. I was watching a football game and I don't know. I don't know what happened. And and I finally got out, and I was ready to be back in it, but I don't know.
Anyway,
I wasn't ready.
Clearly,
I wasn't ready at all.
And remember, you tried to talk to me about some numbers, and I'm like, it wasn't making sense. You was confusing yourself. I said, bro, we can talk about it another day. But you was adamant on trying to tell me these numbers, and I didn't.
What numbers about what?
About some play you were gonna be doing, and some numbers.
It
didn't make sense. I didn't need to know it, and we haven't talked about that. So clearly, it wasn't.
You brought it up. I never forgot about it. I guess that stayed in your mind.
Because I was the sober one.
Oh.
The sober, yeah.
Shoot, you were driving.
Sober. Yeah, I had to.
What's next? Speaking of football, Joe McKnight. He's I remember him because he was an ex-chief. He was a running back. I think like around a week ago, got like shot and killed over some road rage type stuff. They say. I think it's down in Louisiana. They say him and this guy was driving and McKnight, I guess, somewhat cut him off on the street, and then it seemed like this guy here, knowing his, now that we know his past, this ain't the guy to cut off. These one of them. He road rage is him. I don't think McKnight was looking for road rage. He was just doing his thing and. Let me strong going real quick and I got you. Sometimes if you have aggressive drivers, that's what you do. You're trying to get somewhere.
Right.
And
but
most people say, you ass or
flip you off.
This motherfucker.
And move on.
And that's it. But nah. Give me a reason. This is like he was gonna give me a reason.
Yeah.
And
he was already set.
And he challenging them and they saying they going off and on and off and I don't know, doing they road rage shit, cutting people off and chasing him chasing.
Trying to get
I don't know what he was trying to prove after what was the end result, what he was trying to do. But anyway, they was at an intersection, and it was enough to where both of them were like they couldn't move, and so they would just stop there and they was conversing back and forth. They had their window down. I think McKnight on the right. And old dude on the left, and so the old dude was talking out of his passenger, yelling over to, and then McKnight got out the car, and dude had a gun in his console and shot him, I think like 3 times, right there, And
because he got out of the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they was fussing, and I guess still whatever, mad at each other or what, you know, some bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then he come out, and I don't know what, he still had a gun in the hand, and they said some naval officer was there. I guess he was in a car, in the surrounding car, and convinced him to, you know, calm down. Because I don't know what dude, he already shot him like 3 times. I don't know what you're getting out your car. And they said he did like a military sweep or some type of sweep. I've never been to the
I haven't heard this story.
You know, to the academy. And so, you know, it was in the report.
I know, I'm saying I haven't heard. The only thing I heard about this particular story was when, I guess, the police let him go. And they hadn't charged him, but
they didn't charge him, but then they did they due diligence and picked him back up, and he's charged with manslaughter now. And so we'll see, you know, how that goes. McKnight's, you know, family is working with the police. They really haven't been irate, and you know the police.
Or are they saying that did McKnight have a gun?
It was a gun in the car, but he didn't use it at all. Or you know, I don't know if he threatened that he had a gun to make dude just shoot. Mm-hmm. But they said back in 2006, guy did it. It was a road rage again. But then the charges were dropped. But you know,
he shot somebody.
He didn't shoot nobody, but it was road rage. I don't know what the end result of that was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't murder, I'm guessing, because I'm pretty sure he would have someone been in jail, or they would have said a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I'm about to say you never know nowadays.
But you know, this time, you know, I think he probably, you know, took a little bit too far. Mm. And
when you actually shoot somebody, I think you've gone.
And McKnight didn't have a gun in his hand, you know, threatening like that. You know, I guess he thought, you know, we just gonna brawl type deal.
I've never understood. Now I get pissed off when people like cut me off or whatever, but I've never like wanted to chase them down.
Yeah.
But you know, our homeboy Frosty, he gets angry like that. And one time he went like 40 blocks riding and fussing at this. It was an old man and his son. Mm-hmm. And he's fussing at them, and they steady driving, fussing back and forth, and he talking shit about the father. He telling about telling the son your daddy ain't shit and all this for 40 blocks.
For what?
For what? And then y'all just get tired.
You can run into somebody.
They didn't care.
You can you know, wreck yourself.
I've been angry in the car. Where if I had a gun, thank God I don't ride with a gun. Because if I did, I probably would shoot
everybody suspect. Oh, I can believe everybody suspect with your ass.
Because I don't bother nobody. When I'm on my right side of the road, I'm driving with both hands.
You tended to it.
Yes. So don't hate on me and don't cut me off. I'll give you time to go. But I've never been the type to just want to chase after you and, you know, make you realize what you were wrong. I got to let you know you were wrong.
And then what?
What? You gonna write a fake ticket? I mean, what do you get out of it? Okay, I was wrong. Now what?
Well, we gonna turn them into the rent police, the road rage police, brigade.
I don't know.
Who?
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
But at least, you know, they did, I guess, charge the guy. I don't know if did you hear about the Walter Scott situation and how Michael? I think Michael Slager. And how I guess there was a mistrial because the jury couldn't reach a decision.
I heard someone just like the headline.
I don't know. It's stuff like that where you see the officer shooting him in his back. He's running away. Mm-hmm. It seemed like a pretty open and shut case, but I guess somehow
it is. But it's on the other side. Usually that's how it happens. You know, that's one of them. You read the newspaper and flip it. You know, it's
ridiculous, man.
Ever since the police had guns, that's been happening. Old Kanye. Old Deacon.
What's going on?
We talked a little bit about him, you know, last time that we were on. But we didn't go in like to detail of you know, what went on as far as his rant. Mm-hmm. You know, we say a little bit about, you know, him saying if he voted, he would have voted for Trump. But you know, he you know, in his rant, he talked about Jay-Z and talked about Beyonce and what else? He's saying, you know, Google lied to you, and who else? Facebook lied to you.
About what?
he didn't go with. I guess whatever they promoting, they're not to be trusted type deal.
Oh, okay. So this a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, if you will. And he went on this, and I think he further talked about like the radio, and then and not them playing real music or other than what they're playing now, because there's a certain loop that they play the same stuff, same artists, and of course they're
I feel like it's
more
always been
artists.
like that. Not everybody gets airplay.
Not to the extent like it is now.
Okay.
You might hear the same song like 3 or 4 times in 2 hours. That didn't used to be. You know what I'm saying? And they just feeding you like the same 8 songs, type deal. But that's if if you listen to the the radio, you can you can realize that they just looping and stuff. A lot of stuff I listen to, I just listen to the either YouTube or just searching or other stuff. Every now and then you might get a good song that they keep on playing. But anyway, but he goes on, and then all of a sudden it says concert over, and then we hear next that his whole tour was canceled and whatnot, and then we further go. I think a couple of days later or something, we found out he's been hospitalized. I think his trainer called the police first. And it was a situation. Like
personal trainer, like the workout?
Yeah, workout dude.
Okay.
And said it was a situation. Then when the police got there, they said they realized it was a mental type deal or physical, whatever. It wasn't nothing criminal. And so, of course, they called the fire department or paramedics, whatnot. And then that's when we learned that, he's been hospitalized for, they say exhaustion. And I'm like, how you go from I don't know.
Well, maybe
to me, he sound very sane on the video. When somebody's ranting, usually they're saying, and it's something that's been holding, on their chest.
They've been wanting to say for
a long time, and they
especially when you started giving specifics.
Yeah. Oh, he was naming names. He was naming names. I mean. He ate a steak dinner that night because he got everything off his chest. And to me, I don't think I don't know the people that surround him. I don't think that was kosher of him,
right? To
do that. And so it seems like when stuff happens like that, when somebody says too much, then they all of a sudden they done went crazy.
They check him in,
and they dismiss. To me, what he was saying probably had some truth to it, but but then again, I don't totally believe the Kim situation,
the whole robbery situation.
That's what that's why that's one of the ones when my antenna go up, like A and B don't add up. 1 plus 1 don't equal 2.
Maybe that was his trigger. His wife went through this traumatic situation.
That's what some of the reports saying. He felt weary about that.
And then they were saying his mom. It was around the anniversary of his mom passing or something like that.
I don't know, man.
Kanye has pretty much always had issues.
He always had. He said himself. I think he's on Lexapro, was like an anti-anxiety medication.
Oh, okay.
And so, I'm pretty. I don't know if he had an anxiety attack.
It made him start talking.
But what make you have an anxiety attack at home? You know what I'm saying? What tipped you off to that point where they had to call the police? So that just made me feel, further. I'm like, what? I don't know. I ain't trying to. He ain't my brother. Natural brother.
He is your brother.
He is my brother, but he ain't my.
All your brothers.
I just can't call Kanye. What's going on, brother? What's happening, man?
Maybe you should, because that's.
If I went to the hospital, they would have kicked my heavy ass right out there.
He needs somebody to call him and treat him like a brother.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think we put him on the prayer list.
You don't think so?
But It must have been so long ago. We probably just put him on because we had Suge on there so many times. Suge took his place three or 4 times. So maybe we need to put him back because I don't know about old Deacon Kanye. I really don't.
Now, speaking of Deacon, you were talking about the You Name It challenge earlier, and it was everybody's posting videos, everybody dancing to it or whatever. Shirley Caesar came out, and it seemed like she was feeling it, you know, because it was based off of one of her sermons. But then she started pushing this Snoop Dogg video, which have you seen the Snoop Dogg video where he was, I guess, doing the You Name It challenge, but it was more, she said, a clean version. And so I guess she was in the works.
Her version is clean.
Yeah, but everybody else's version. I guess.
Everybody else was doing dirty.
Were they twerking? They drinking?
Oh, okay. What they were doing with the song. Yeah. Okay, I know. I'm like, they changed the word. I'm like, what the fuck?
All I heard was greens and beans.
Motherfucking green. Chicken potato and shit. You know. I thought that you was talking about like that. I'm like, what? Who did that? That's just rude.
No.
Oh, okay.
And, I think she said now she's suing the guy who put the video out, the first one, because he made another video that has like alcohol and some other images in it that don't really say this is from a Christian woman or whatever, because that's who she is. So she's suing him for
the original intent of the song.
Right.
Know.
Well, I don't think any of it was the
original. Well, you know, first she was like, okay, I can take a joke hard. Okay, I can be a good sport, but now you know you just demeaning.
And I think they even making money off of the song. And she's saying that it's taken away from the money that they could be making with Snoop Dogg and the clean version of the song, which reminds people that she's a Christian. You know, she's a pastor. You know, and I think their money is going for like homeless people or to feed children or something. It ain't just go in her pocket.
Oh, it ain't like you
taking away from my money. Yeah. No, that's not.
Oh, boy, you set me up on it. You giving me? I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
Shirley Caesar. I thought she was better than that. It's Creflo. But yeah, a lot of people were thinking that, you know, she's just being kind of petty. But I mean, she is a pastor. You know, and this is kind of disrespectful, especially the people that's all, you know, twerking is dancing, but it's a lot of sexual stuff going on, and she don't want to be associated with that because it's like negative towards her brand. I kind of get it.
And then the brain, just association, she could be doing that same song at church one time, and
then
somebody thinking, "Boy, I wish somebody was turkey," you know?
Yeah, because that's what we do.
You know, and it ain't no church clap.
Well, you know, praise dance, you know, they twerk a little bit sometimes.
Oh, they getting more and more
secular.
That's something else. That's all I got. I think that's all the time we got. Down there. Any other words?
Parting words?
No, sir. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to watch. Till next time.